Hey guys, this is Agent Mindstorm, and wow, that was perfect timing. Did you see that guy spawn right when I was doing the intro? Welcome back to Mindcraft. Last episode, we built the Iron Meteor, or at least the start of it, and this episode, we just have one goal, to finish it. In between episodes, I've done a variety of things, some more interesting than others. The first, that is not very interesting, is I moved this villager containment chamber left one block and up one block. And in the process of moving it, one of the villagers escaped, fell down into the water, got pushed into the machine, and died on the wither roses. So, guess what I had to do? I had to go all the way back to the iron farm thing, use the railway, and get another villager back just to fix it so I could move it 2 blocks. That was really fun. Then, the reason I did that is because I noticed the farm at some times was just not spawning any iron golems, and I had no idea why it would just stop spawning them at random points, so I thought maybe moving it a block out so the husk would have a better eyesight would help, and so far, the farm has been perfect since I've moved it, so I think that really did solve the issue. Also, you probably noticed when I did my little zoom up there, there's no more Iron Farm Villager Containment Chamber, and no, I didn't kill them, I'm not evil. I moved them into the rest of the world. So now we actually have a few villagers scattered around. I put them in, like, each of the different houses, and can I tell you, moving villagers with giant sky railways has to be the most annoying thing ever because you have to build a giant bridge, build a rail on top of it, power it, push one villager across, then break the whole thing, pick it all up, and do it 4 times. It's not worth it. There are really only 3 things that we need to build today for the little Iron Meteor to be complete. So first off, it's just a lightning roof to protect the villagers from lightning. If we had a lightning rod, we could just chuck that down and be done with it, but unfortunately, we don't have a lightning rod, so we're going to have to do this the old way. We are also going to build a fountain on this hill, which will just kind of throw items that we don't need up in the air until they despawn. I think that's fun, like poppies and rotten flesh. Anything that's not iron will get thrown until it despawns. And then the last thing will be the chest room, or at least the sorting room, the pickup room, where all the iron goes. I have no idea what to do for that, so that will be designed while we're in the episode. But the first thing to do is build the roof. The roof will be 11 blocks off the ground, so we'll just, I guess, get started. This one's already 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we are, and we need to do that for all of them. There's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. So the roof is basically just going to be a simple circle of blackstone brick with little patches of blackstone in it. So it looks like this, but we need to add that, but it needs some variation and spawn proofing, and there we go. The roof is now done. That part actually was really, really easy, way faster than I thought it would take. I mean, I know you guys got the super abridged version, but even for me, that took very little time. Now, it's so dark in here, we need to add something. And don't worry, I've got a plan for this. We're going to use lanterns and chains, because these are very cool blocks that I feel like aren't used enough. So my basic plan is just hang some from the ceiling, really. We will need more lanterns than this, I'm thinking, because this is just not quite enough yet. And we also need to make sure that they're not in the way of the iron golems. Like, they always need to be at least 3 blocks off the ground so that they won't block anybody. There we are, look at that. That's exactly how I was imagining this looking with all the lanterns put in and all the ceiling done. I really like how this looks, and it's perfectly lit up, too. So, like, the villagers get lights, and there's a light by the husk will be lit up, and the lava lights up the floor, so without any torches or anything that kind of looks like immersion breaking, I guess, or, like, doesn't fit the theme, it's not there. One of my favorite things about when we build a new project is that it expands the light zone of our exotic zone. So now, the whole iron farm and that thing, which we are going to go over to in a second, are also in light, so there's even more light around. Pretty soon I feel like the whole world's just going to be bright all the time because we have so much, like, we have so many torches, we have so much space to light up, and we have so much stuff covered by builds now. It's amazing. I love how the world just gradually unfurls and gets bigger over time. Over here, we are building something that I just decided we needed to build, designed it real quick, and we got it out here. It is a little storage room. it's got a lot of storage space in it, even though it's not that big, because you don't actually need that much space for a lot of storage. The good news is, even though I need a bunch of hoppers for this iron farm has already given me more than enough iron to make sufficient hoppers for what we need to do here. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to lay out the basic floor plan, build up the walls, add in the chests, and the hoppers, build up the walls, throw in the ice, add the water walls, the water itself. I like this part. This is the temporary secret entrance. Luckily, it just kind of lined up that this puddle here was perfectly aligned with where I chose to build the chest room so that I could add a secret underwater entrance like this. And then you get into the farm. Obviously that tunnel isn't done yet though, we're going to have to work on that later. We still need to place in the lava, the final block layer, improve the still not final secret entrance, and fill in the rest of the glass. Look at that! The chest room is done and it only took like a whole minute. Wasn't that crazy? No, it actually took longer than a minute, but I do think this design looks pretty nice. It's very compact, and we just need to connect it up now. Now that the chest room is done, we gotta focus on the last few things, which are the sorting system, the water tunnels, and this structure here. And I just cut out about an hour of material gathering between the last clip and this, so you better be thankful that you're watching the abridged version and not me. This here is the system that will shoot out the stuff into a water trail. This water trail is going to be heading toward the Fountain of No Use, which will be on this hill, and then there will be a sorting system along the way that will take out the iron and send it down to the chest room instead. So basically, what we need to do now is design the Fountain of No Use. Well, okay, we don't need to design it. I already designed it, spoiler alert. But we do get to build it. Basically, it's just a water tower featuring water. The center of the fountain will be right here. It's not very far from the farm. So we'll just dig down to y equals 57, and oh look, my coordinates are cut off, you can't see them, why is that? That's because I'm actually playing on an ultra-wide monitor, and you can't see ultra-wide when I record it, so it's a little bit unfortunate, but for me the experience is a lot cooler. What is this? Oh look, there's a cave down here that I didn't know existed. Interesting. I decided I would do all of the annoying ice tunnel and redstone stuff off screen, so we're just going to place one solitary piece of redstone, and... Okay, in theory that should have fixed the system, but since this is actually a completely full dispenser, it doesn't quite work yet. So we need it to empty out the dispenser a little bit before it will even work properly, which is funny because we just have that much iron in it right now. So the fountain isn't done, but the actual sorting system connection is. So if we head to the sorting system, we should see that iron is now flowing into it. Well, there are 14 pieces of iron in here, 16, 17, and probably, yep, there's some up here too. So it's not flowing that fast, but it is flowing. So let's design that Fountain of Uselessness, or Fountain of No Use, or whatever it's called. It's just on the top of this mountain. Pretty simple. I actually put water in here already, which I shouldn't have done because it can't be a bubble column. Oh my gosh, do you see how many poppies are collecting down there? So let's get that fountain going. It's not going to be very big, just a few blocks tall. I'm thinking, yeah, probably 3 blocks like that on each side. Polished basalt on the outside. Brick walls in the corner. Up again, walls again, then one final stretch up of walls like this. And if you're wondering, how is this a tower? It's not even connected, you just built 4 separate pillars. Where is the water? The middle is going to be the water, and we're going to do shroom lights on the bottom like this right here. Right around there. Under here, this is going to be black stone, just like that. Then we need to get the glass walls up here, and this is where you'll actually be able to see the items come up as they enter the Fountain of No Use. They'll flow up through this glass pillar. Okay, it is a good thing that walls can connect to glass because I built this design before checking that to make sure. And then at the top, they just come out and get flung up and down until they despawn. I think maybe we should do like something like this at the very top just to have a little indication that this is indeed the top. But, maybe, okay, maybe we'll just do up 2 levels, and then at the top, of each we'll put a shroom light. So it's kind of like a little radio tower looking thing. I think that looks cool. I actually didn't finalize this design before building it in my world. This is the only one of the designs we've built in this iron farm project that I didn't design fully first. But now it's time to build the kelp, or not build the kelp, bone meal the kelp, so that this will be a real bubble column. And luckily this is a really easy step. You just bone meal it and it's out. Oh my gosh, it's a good thing we ran out of bone meal at the right level, or else I would have had to go to my chest room again. And do you know how many times I've had to go to my chest room? The answer is too many, just for this one project. Like a billion, million, schmillion different times I've had to go to that chest room to grab a few items that I forgot, and if I would have to do that again for one more thing, I think I would have died. But I did not die, so there it is, the fountain of no use, and now you can see the poppies bobbing up and down in their useless state. Hopefully, the iron is now flowing properly everywhere, and let's burn some poppies. Oh, those ones didn't burn. They can survive. They can go back into the system to curse it once more. And now, all we really need to do is block off the system. There's an iron golem in the farm right now dying, and I'm hoping once it dies we'll actually see the poppies go through the system. Okay, it's dead, so now let's watch the tower. Hopefully, some poppies will come zooming through the water very shortly. Oh, there! Look at that! That is the fountain of no use. So now if an item gets in there, it'll get shot up until it despawns. Actually, I think this tower looks really cool there. I think that's just the perfect sized random mound for that tower. And with that, the project is done asterisk. The reason I'm putting an asterisk... Oh my gosh, another iron golem. Do you see how efficient this farm is? The reason I'm putting an asterisk in front of this project being done is because the little hallway down over here isn't done, and I actually meant to finish it this episode, but the thing is, I got super close to finishing it. It's got a design and everything, and then I was like, okay, I'll just get soul speed for this part because that'll make me really... soul soil for this part because that'll make me walk really fast. I looked at the chest room, didn't have any soul speed. I'm not going to the nether to gather materials for a second time today, so for now, this is going to be the end of this episode, but man, we still did a lot. We got this whole chest room built, we got the whole fountain of no use built, and the whole sorting system built, so the iron farm is now fully functional and basically done. I don't know why there's so much iron up in that chest, but look how much iron we have already just from running the farm for a few hours while I've been recording. That's crazy. So for now, I do want to tell you all, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.